he put on an absolute show. You can't ask for a better hunt. I can't thank Brennan enough for taking me out here. This is a hell of a spot, and all the credit goes to him for this bird. Couldn't have done it without him.
The gun misfired. Did you hear me click it?
Yeah.
I was like, what in the world? Let's go.
Dominant Tom came in and started pounding on the decoy, and then we waited for the other ones to come in, and then we were able to harvest a nice Tom.
You bet.
Woo!
Well, it was the first day that we got out for season 4 here. Had Spitzley in from Michigan, and it was a tough day all around with the heat, but we went and took a break and came back out, and didn't take long. Brennan spotted these birds last night on this field, and they ended up working in tonight and gave us an absolute textbook hunt, and we were able to double up.
Well, we got it done. We spotted these birds about 1 o'clock out in this field, and he worked his way up towards our decoy, and he wasn't going to come in though. I shot him, I think, about 39 yards.
So like, we'll come here this morning and see if he's roosted here in gobbles, and sure enough, he was lit right tight, right behind us.
Nothing was gobbling anywhere else, so it had to be that bird. And sure enough, he eventually comes out, and all of a sudden we call another tom in from across the road. They put on a show, just fighting, breeding at the whole 9 yards. And eventually they come to the decoys. We just shot them at 10 yards. Fire right now. One down in the cow pasture. 2 or 3 toms here last few days. So then we made the move into the cow pasture and set up here. We were here 15 minutes. Brennan called in the 3 toms. They kind of hung up, so then I had the green light to take one, and I took the shot and made a solid shot, and nice bird.
Kill him. Nice. Stay on that other one. He's got 2 tags. He's got no tags.
It's Friday morning here of 5th season in Wisconsin. It was raining all through the night last night. The rain let up right about daylight. And we did a loop around the block and had these 2 birds out in the field probably 250 yards south of us. Those guys had them good on a camera. I had 2 tags in my pocket. I shot the one, he dropped right away, and then the other one hung around and I ended up shooting that one also. But we got 2 birds on the ground, good start to 5th season for us.
As we were on our way down here, JP spotted the birds on the back end of the field, and somehow we were able to get in here. Those birds came back out on the field and worked in. Took them a little bit to get in. They were just taking their time and hammering the whole way. It was a show. It was awesome. And both those birds that came in were just gorgeous.
Well, here he is. We took it down to the wire last couple hours of 1st season here in Wisconsin. I was traveling the first like 5 days, got in late last night, hunted a couple hours, and then just been giving the old runaround today. We were on birds all day long.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Dude. Oh my God. They freaking flew down. We're sitting in the background of these dang decoys. Decoys are at 7 yards, and
They come all the way through and I can't draw. I missed the first spin and I was like, oh crap, that was my opportunity. And finally he spun again and I drew, and they saw me. Even the one that spun, he got around a lot quicker than I thought he was going to. They all saw me when I drew, and they ran, they stopped, and I pegged this tree like right here. It was 23 yards. I think I shot him at maybe 24.
Well, got her done this morning. It's Friday morning. It worked out pretty sweet. They were roosted, I don't know, quite a ways away this morning. It sounded like 3 times and some hens, and once they hit the ground, they went pretty quiet. Did a little calling. We got a gobble back probably about half hour ago, and then we're just kind of sitting there just waiting because they've been coming to this field regularly the past few days. And then our buddy Nick that we brought along and wanted to come along, and he was actually sitting there facing the other direction, and he turned around just kind of cracking his neck and back and stuff, and he seen the tom coming down this hill right on the edge of the creek, and sure enough, we kind of like looked, and he came right to the decoy, I don't know, 25-yard shot maybe, and I don't know, it worked out pretty sweet.
Yeah. Do we take him? I got the left. 3, 2, 1.
Let's freaking go! That was sweet.
That was kind of a poke yet though.
That was. That's got to be like 45 yards.
Well, we had our first double that we've ever had, actually. It's a pretty special morning, but it's been nice to kind of redeem ourselves. We've been absolutely getting our butt kicked this last week. It finally kind of paid off, and we hunted a new area that we haven't hunted yet this year.
Dylan knows a guy that hunts like across the road. He told him to come and sit here because there were birds here. I had other people, family members, tell me to come here, and obviously it paid off.
Yes. You were right.
Well, it took us to Sunday to get it done, but we had several close calls all week, but the turkeys just would not come in. And this morning, this was just textbook. We got in here, set up. He was gobbling in the roost behind us. Just textbook. He beat the heck out of the decoy. I put the hammer down on him, and
You ready? That's how it's supposed to work.
It's Tuesday, the 13th of April. It's the second day of the season here in Iowa. We thought we heard a couple birds gobble, but they gobble one time and that was it. Then we had a hen from the east come up, and she stood in the decoy set for all of 5 minutes, maybe closer to 10 minutes. And she was getting ready to leave, and about that time, Mike heard footsteps coming through the leaves up the hill, and he gobbled for the first time at probably 30 yards.
We circled around and we had a strutter out in the field, and we're gonna try doming him. He's coming.
first contestant of the beat. He might have got us this morning, but we got the last laugh.
There's a tom in the backfield. I don't know if he's by himself or with other birds, but he's in a good spot to make a play, so we're gonna give her hell.
I'll leave you guys at the tree and then I'll crawl out with them and crawl back. We're in position on this bird. He's probably 130, 150 yards out in this field.
Wonder if I shouldn't show him the fan. See what he does. We finally made it happen. It's going on about 3:30. We've kind of had a slow start today, but JP spotted this bird in this backfield, and he was with a hen about 150 yards out. So we decided to come out with a dominator. He finally flipped that switch and committed to coming at me. Took the shot at 15 yards and absolutely stoned him.
But he's out in the field now, so we're gonna give the dominator a go. That maybe we can do something with that.
Hell yeah!
Well, it's about 6:45 now. We got a bird down, and it was an awesome hunt.
I see him, he just came on the field. He just came out.
Slow start this morning for Dylan and I, but we got on the field here, probably 200 yards from him, and it took a long time. I bet it took a half hour, 45 minutes or better, and finally just coaxed him in. He had 3 or 4 hens behind him, and I just kept kind of slowly working across this plowed field, absolutely covered in mud. But I got inside his bubble, and once we got to about 150 yards, he broke and he came in. Shot him at probably 25, 30 yards, and finally all came together for us. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We've had a pretty action-packed opener here in Iowa. I think this is the 8th bird we've had inside killable gun range. Unreal hunt. Gotta thank Dylan for coming with me, and feels good. We're gonna go back and breast him out and fire up the grill. We're gonna be eating good tonight.